Okay, last week I did a video where I told you that you could apply for unemployment insurance within your state if you are a sole proprietor, if you are a gig worker, if you are a real estate agent, if you run a business and 1099 other people, you can apply. Now, I also said in some states they aren't going to pay you the state unemployment because they have not allowed that. But they now have a program that is sponsored by the federal government, which is going to pay you, let's see, it's $23,400 over the term of 39 weeks if you are unable to earn money as a result of the crisis. So I just went on my state Alabama Department of Labor and filed a claim. I started at 8:15. I was done at 8:45. I am relatively confident that I'm going to, within 3 weeks, be notified that I will be receiving checks that will, the last time I was paid was March the 23rd. So it will start the Sunday following March 23rd. And I will be paid up until current, and then I will be paid to fill out my 39 weeks. Well, now what if I sell something within that 39-week time frame? Well, it's the same as if I would go get a job. So I would notify them. In fact, it says that I have to certify online every week, starting at Sunday at 5 o'clock before Friday, the following Friday, that I did not receive any income that week. And so I'll be happy to do that for them to send me a check for $600. But wait, there's more. There is another bill, and that is the Economic Injury Disaster Loan. Now, this is basically established for people who 1099 other people. Now, you may be a large enough real estate agent where you 1099 your photographer, you 1099 the guy who puts up your signs, you may have a phone room that you 1099 those people. You qualify now for the Economic Injury Disaster Loan. Let's say that you're my barber. My barber has, he rents chairs. He 1099s his hairdressers. He would qualify for this. What is the parameters of the Economic Injury Disaster Loan? Well, first of all, you got to know that this is basically administered by the SBA. And you have two ways that you can apply for this. But wait, you need to know what's available. Available is immediately a $10,000 grant. Now, the document, as I read it, put out by the federal government, says that if you apply for that, you will get that check within 3 days. You can either do it online, and again, it's the SBA. Just type into Google. I'm looking at the screen right now, the Economic Injury Disaster Loan Assistant. Type that in, you'll be on the website. Or go to your bank, and you're probably going to have to make an appointment to get into the bank, and you're going to have to let them know somehow that you're not carrying a virus. And you want to talk to the officer of the bank who is in charge of SBA loans. If you have a relationship with a bank, I might go that way. I would not qualify for this because I don't 1099 people, so I have not filled out that form. I did fill out the other form. You know, the $23,400 that I'm going to get. That took me a half hour. That's a good investment of my time. But this one is through the SBA. It will give you there is $10 billion available for this. Now, it's kind of on a first come, first served basis. Once they run out of that $10 billion, they either got to refund it, or by I say refund it, I mean put more money into it, or they stop it. So on this one, if you apply, if you're 1099ing people, and it is good for covering your payroll, health insurance, sick pay, If you have a building you're paying a mortgage on, it's good for paying that. Or any debt that you might have, it's good for that. Now, it starts at $10,000, and hang on, it goes up to $1 million. Now, again, they only have $10 billion available, so I would encourage you, go to your economic injury disaster loan assistance, and you're going to get a screen that on the top it has the SBA, Small Business Association, and or Small Business Administration, and that's where you're going to apply for it. Now, let's talk about, yeah, but I don't want welfare. Folks, this isn't welfare. This is, as I say, this is two things. Number one, it's an effort by your government to keep our economy running. And they own the printing press. And they have said to keep our economy running, we're going to put enough capital, enough cash out there to keep the economy running. And in order to do that, we have to keep people getting paid. We have to keep people in a position that they can buy groceries, that they can pay their mortgage, that they can take care of their children. We have to do that. So this is money that is being sent to you with some strings, maybe with some not. If you get into the SBA loan for $1 million, I'm sure there's going to be a payback or something. But that first $10,000 is a grant. Now, I know grants from my granddaughters going to college. It's just a check. It's no payback. It's just a check. So if you're employing people, I want to talk particularly to Drake. Drake called me last night. Drake is if I remember right, he's a 25-year-old young man who is in the real estate business in Tampa Bay. And Drake was asking me about the unemployment part of it. I hadn't yet filled out the forms, but now, Drake, you know the answer to that. He has 7 people that he 1099s. And I was telling him this small business administration loan, I knew a little bit about it, I know a lot more about it today, was probably right up his alley. Because he says, well, I was going to continue to pay those people. And yeah, they have some benefits. Well, Drake, this is made for you. Again, economic injury disaster loan assistance. That's what you want to put in Google. That's where you're going to find it. It walks you through, and as I said, you'll know in 3 days. And you'll get the check within 3 days. And I that's the check's in the mail kind of thing. So this is complicated. What I think you need to know, and why I'm doing this, is 99% of the people I know, real estate agents, aren't going to do this. They aren't going to take the half hour that it took me to fill that out. And it only took me a half hour because I had to go find some addresses, and I had to get the 1099 that I had this year so that I could tell them the name of the company and that I was paid for. And I had to get my driver's license, and they even wanted my checking account so they can direct deposit my $600 a week into my checking account. So that's how this program works. If you don't go after it, shame on you. If you don't need this money, then go to my other videos and I'll tell you how to invest it in the stock market, because right now this stock market, as a result of what's going on, is offering an investment opportunity of a lifetime. I was thinking last night, why do some people do better than other people? Why do some people make more money than other people? And I kind of came down to the conclusion, some people pay attention and other people don't. Other people just go through life and think everything's going to be all right. Some people pay attention, and they learn, and they read, and they improve their knowledge, and they listen to people like me who have been up and down this road a number of times. I've made a lot of mistakes. I didn't pay attention. I didn't recognize when there was a change that was coming that was going to change the world. And if I put myself in front of that change, I was going to benefit dramatically. And we're there now. We are at a change. Our medical system is going to change so dramatically in the next 12 months. I'm going to do a video on this, and I'm going to explain to you how our medical system is going to change. And there are going to be about 5 companies that are going to lead the charge on this. And if you're an owner of part of those companies, you're going to profit immensely. Folks, this is not going to happen again. They can't allow it. Think about this. We cannot allow another virus to close down our economy. The world's economies are shut down. This can never happen again. And as a result of you and I knowing that, and some very bright minds knowing that, the world as you know it is going to change. There is going to be pre-coronavirus and after coronavirus, and everything is going to change. So, if you want to know about it, subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, ring the bell, and tell your friends about it. Because, well, again, Drake called yesterday and he said something. He really blew my balloon up. He said, you know more than anybody else other than my dad. And I'm not sure you don't know more than my dad. Take advantage of my experience. Take advantage of the fact that I don't have the burdens that you have. And I have the opportunity and the willingness to pay attention. So subscribe. And oh, by the way, claim your $23,400. And Drake, let me know how the other one goes. You owe me a commission.